Hello everyone, this is Darcenovia here. This is my second take. This is my video about Wonder Woman. I'm going to review it. These are my first impressions. I believe it's going to stick for the most part. I'm also going to talk about certain things that people have an issue with. And I'm probably going to bring that up first, and towards the end I'll bring up that other subject. Now, for all of you guys know, Hollywood God's is a fucking racist bigot. He's a fucking asshole that doesn't respect other people's opinions, and regardless what he says, he seems to be like a right-wing conservative. Because it's not, I'm just using him as an example because he's not the only one. There's people who have a problem with Wonder Woman, the character, in the movie, because the actress that plays her is not American, which the very idea is ludicrous in itself. I mean, do you guys not know anything about the character of Wonder Woman? Do you know nothing about her? She's not American. She never has been. And the fact that Gal Gadot, actually, she does a good job as Wonder Woman. I had my doubts. I will not be lying. I had other actress in mind that would have done a better Wonder Woman. But when I saw her on screen, I was, I could see her as that character. And she is probably the best thing about the DCEU so far, casting-wise. In my opinion, I felt she was good. I could buy her as Wonder Woman, the actress, and I'm talking about the movie Wonder Woman. And another thing we got to bring up for you white Americans out there who hate on this film because the actress is not American. Grow the fuck up. Seriously. Grow up. The world does not revolve around you. If you knew anything about the character of Wonder Woman, she's an Amazon. She isn't American in the slightest. And in fact, if they had her be another race, black, Asian, Latino, it wouldn't fucking matter because she's not American to begin with. At least, the character of Wonder Woman, she's an Amazon. Now, I'm going to get on to the actual review. Wonder Woman. How was the movie? Well, I'm surprised I'm saying this. I loved it. It was the best thing that's come out of the DCEU so far. It's not saying much because every movie up until this point has been shit, but Wonder Woman, I feel like, has made things right. It feels like the director of this film, unlike the fucking asshole that directed Suicide Squad, actually knew what the fuck they were doing and actually took heart the criticisms of the previous films. This movie looks like it had passion put into it. It isn't a bunch of freaking people in a boardroom, cramming a bunch of shit to catch up with Marvel. This isn't fucking a bunch of stupid plot lines going on that's so fucking hard to understand that you need to fucking watch video after video just to explain a fucking scene. Yeah, I'm talking about that stupid scene, Batman v Superman. No. This film is easy to follow, and if you've never seen a single DC EU movie up to this point, you could walk out of the theater, or if you're watching this when it comes out on Blu-ray, watch the Blu-ray, and it would going to be a satisfying experience. It stands on its own. This is probably the first comic book movie I have seen probably since The Dark Knight and Iron Man 1 that has stood completely on its own. It has its own identity. And even though Zack Snyder may have had some involvement in it, it doesn't affect the quality of the film. And regardless those who hate this movie, they haven't seen it. It is a great movie. And it was important that Warner Brothers get this one right. A lot of you guys may not know this, but Wonder Woman is an important icon for feminism. She was the first female superhero to exist. Without her, you wouldn't have the likes of Captain Marvel, Storm, Rogue, and many other fan favorite characters that have, it came out over the years. It all started with Wonder Woman. It was important they got her right. And DC, Warner Brothers, I'll give you a clap of applause, minor mistake, applause, for beating Marvel and producing the first great superhero movie that does not involve a man as the protagonist. It was a great movie, and they did a great job. Captain Marvel is going to have nothing on this movie. And before you fanboys come at me and say, oh, no, the DCU is shit. I thought you hated the DCU. First off, Captain Marvel is going to be your typical Marvel MCU movie. It's not going to be anything special, and it's going to be forgotten by the time people walk out of the theater. Wonder Woman is going to stick with people for a while. This is pretty fucking good. After dealing with freaking garbage like Catwoman, Elektra, finally, we get a great, movie that involves, one of the most iconic superheroes in existence. And the most iconic feminist icon in existence. You can't go any higher than Wonder Woman. The action scenes in the film, which I'm going to get into that, I thought they were well choreographed. It was pretty entertaining, watching those scenes. Here's the thing. The movie did a great job at entertaining its audience. The pacing, I heard one reviewer talk about the pacing is kind of, slow at times. I didn't see that. I think the movie was paced well. And honestly, when the movie was over, I was like, oh man, I was hoping to see more. And let's talk about the villain, Ares, which was pretty obvious that he was going to be the villain. It was pretty interesting. I'm not going to lie, honestly. The person who ended up being Ares, I didn't really see coming. I'm not going to give out a spoiler. And the final fight in that film was pretty fucking awesome. It was badass. Way better than Doomsday, which all it was this fucking Dragon Ball Z on steroids. I'm referring to on the big screen. It was a really awesome fight. And I'm looking forward to see what they'll do in future films. Gal Gadot, I'm looking forward to her to see doing more movies with this character, because I feel like she has more than proven herself that she's worthy to play the character of Wonder Woman, regardless what the haters want to say. And honestly, I don't know if I can see another actress being Wonder Woman, considering I think she did such a fantastic job. And I don't want to talk about this movie in more detail because I don't want to give out spoilers. So I'm going to end my review here and talk about another subject. Does this film redeem the DCEU? No. It doesn't redeem it completely, but I do believe it does raise the bar at least a bit. Honestly, it needs to produce smash hit after smash hit after smash hit. Not just with, box office numbers. I don't give a two fucks about how much a movie makes, because honestly, those movies get forgotten usually. I care about how well it's received by the fans and by the critics as well. And it's succeeded in both categories. And honestly, it is a good thing this movie was good. It was a good thing it was successful. And for those of you who are, on the Marvel camp who, want to pull your stupid fanboy war, fuck you. Seriously, fuck you. Having more comic book movies that are good is a good thing. Competition is good, because if Warner Brothers continues to produce movies of this caliber, it'll motivate Marvel Studios to produce better movies. Because what reason do they have to produce better movies if they have no competition? And Wonder Woman, I believe, signifies that the DCEU is not dead, honestly. Let's just hope Justice League does not suck. I may feel bad for Zack Snyder as a human being, but as a director, I don't. I have. I will not hold back on him. If Justice League sucks, then I'm not going to hold back based on that. So don't get it twisted. I'm not going to suddenly praise him to high heaven because his daughter died. So I'm going to judge Justice League based on how well it was directed and how much I liked it. Now, Wonder Woman, I give it 5 out of 5 stars. It's perfect, at least to me. There's very little I find wrong with this film. Very little. But there may be some stuff I can nitpick, but to be honest, it's not worth talking about. Anyway, in the future, I'll do another review, which will get more in depth with it. This is a thing I might plan on doing when I see a movie in theaters, which is not that often. I'll do 2 reviews, a spoiler-free review and a spoiler review. So that's all there is to it, guys. Wonder Woman was good. If you're skeptical, I recommend you seeing it. And do not listen to dumbasses like Hollywood God, who is a fucking moron that believes in conspiracy theories and is a fucking racist bigot. Don't listen to him. Oh. Andre, I actually like something you like, so how about you eat a dick and leave me alone, you fucking asshole? But that's not going to happen, though. So, go fuck yourself.